Toronto, it's possible that the Yankees are the only Americans accepted in Canada. Given how liberal they are with free outs, even though they may never want to return, the entire nation will welcome them with open arms if they do. The Yankees put on one final slopfest of a loss at the Rogers Center, which has turned into a house of horrors for them over the last 3 weeks, with a chance to win the series against the team they are looking up to in the AL East. The Yankees lost to the Blue Jays 8-4 in front of another sold-out crowd of 42,143 who took pleasure in all of their errors. They attempted to smash enough home runs to cover up the stench, but 3 consecutive innings with at least one error proved to be too much to overcome. Given that the Yankees' defense bounced the ball around for the majority of the game and let the Blue Jays, 60-42, close the night ahead of them by 4 games, the final score of 4 mistakes was enough to sink the Yankees, 56-46, once more. Manager Aaron Boone, who was ejected in the 7th inning for arguing balls and strikes with pitching coach Matt Blake, said, "Just not good enough. Obviously, we need to tighten it up. I'm sure we will. We'll keep working on it. Here, we have capable defenders. But it's clear that we had a difficult night tonight." Following 2 mistakes that resulted in 2 runs in Monday's defeat and a second blunder that resulted in 2 more runs in Tuesday's victory, the Yankees put on a ruthless defensive display. The Yankees made a mind-numbing 11 mistakes in their 7 games here this season, compared to 41 in their previous 95 games. As a result, they lost those games 1-6 to a Blue Jays team that is very good at putting the ball in play and running hard to force the problem. Aaron Judge, who hit a 2-run homer in the 6th inning to briefly tie the game at 4, said, "We got a lot of things we got to clean up. One of the things we need to improve on is defense. We simply need to refocus and tighten up a little bit on defense going into this off day. Pitchers are keeping us in games by placing us in advantageous positions so that our offense can perform. It won't work out well for us if we offer any good team extra outs." The Yankees have often learned that lesson, especially during the World Series last October when the Dodgers revealed their weak foundation, but it still comes back to bother them far too frequently. "We haven't played well here and in this building," Boone remarked. "All things considered, we ought to be developing into a strong defensive team. We must be." In the bottom of the 5th inning of a 2-2 game, things started to go wrong. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. hit a chopper down the third baseline after Max Fried, who was pitching for the first time in 11 days due to a blister on his left index finger, gave back-to-back one-out walks. Fried rushed to play his position, but catcher J.C. Escarra was unable to handle his difficult throw home after Fried, who has fielded his position remarkably well this season, rushed to field it. The Blue Jays lead 4-2 when the ball slid away and both runs were able to score safely. Fried, who walked 3 and allowed 6 runs, 4 earned, in 5.5 innings, remarked, "Tough angle and just not a good throw. It's frustrating to kind of let it go because it's a tight ball game there. That can't happen, in my opinion." The normally steady Cody Bellinger lost a fly ball to right field in the lights after Ernie Clement skied it to right field with 1 out in the bottom of the 6th, converting it into a triple. Boone kept Fried in the game for 1 more batter in the hopes of getting a strikeout, but Miles Straw doubled down for the 5-4 lead. Fried's left pinky had started to bleed due to a cut that he claimed was not related to a blister. Bellinger stated, "Max makes a great pitch there and it really has to be an out." Another run was scored when Ben Rice was unable to backhand a ground ball cleanly 2 batters later. Jason Dominguez attempted a side saddle, but Guerrero led off with a single to left field in the 7th, which bounced by him and gave him the opportunity to take second. Bo Bichette then clobbered a 2-run homer off Scott Effross to make it an 8-4, allowing him to trot home. "There's no denying that we've had 2 awful series up here," Boone stated. "Perhaps we'll have an opportunity to return here and change that narrative at some point.